What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another live trading session. Today we are starting off from the daily time frame, seeing a daily bearish FVG. We also have this immediate rebalance that we could potentially target today, and on the 1 hour time frame we identified a 1 hour no wick. So now we already scaled down to the 1 minute time frame. We're trading Asia open, and I saw that because our target is down here, we created equal lows and we have a target all the way down here. I'm thinking that this move in the opposite direction at the start of Asia session was manipulation. So we took out this high. Now we're waiting for price to create an IFVG once it closes below this gap. This is when we're going to be entering our trade right here, and we're going to be targeting 4378 today for this 1 hour no wick, and our entry is going to be under this gap whenever it gives us the confirmation. If it doesn't give us confirmation, we obviously have no trade. And then typically for the SL, I'm going to be using about 40-50 ticks. So this one would be just about 50 ticks right there. And I'll let you guys know exactly what SL I'm going to be using. It will depend on where the high's at, what kind of gaps form on the way down. And we are still waiting. So until we get confirmation, we might not even have a trade today. So let's be patient. Let's wait for price to show us that we are turning around. What time frame are we on? We did a top-down analysis, so we're not on any specific time frame. What would be our confirmation? It's this gap. So as I said, we're just waiting for a price to close below this gap. So once it comes down and closes below this gap, that's when we're going to be looking for a trade. Alrighty, let's see if we can turn around here, because we are in a bearish gap. I know that probably by the end of the day, since we've been so bullish, we're probably going to try to rip up higher, maybe even close above it. But as of right now, I'm looking for sells because this is a daily bearish gap. We closed inside of it. So when a bearish gap does not get disrespected, and this is the first session of the day, you're supposed to follow where the previous daily candle closed. It's supposed to show you, based off of how the previous daily candle closed, whether your narrative for today's daily range is going to be bearish or bullish. And based off of previous daily candle, because we closed inside the gap, we should actually be bearish today. We should be looking for sells. And again, if you guys don't know what fair value gaps are, you guys can search up on your indicators tab on TradingView. You can search up FVG and use this indicator. It will mark out every single FVG that you guys need to know, especially in the beginning when you guys aren't sure how to mark them out yet. It'll be helpful so you don't make mistakes in terms of marking them out. Second of all, if you guys want to actually learn the concepts, I have a ton of YouTube videos out on my channel, such as this one, the ultimate guide to fair value gaps. So that's a step-by-step guide on how you would trade the fair value gaps. I also have a bunch of videos if you guys are struggling with depositing, withdrawing from your accounts, or if you guys are looking to get funded. I'm uploading videos every single day, so if you guys haven't checked out my channel already, I'd recommend going and giving it a look. This is the first time I've been able to look at the charts and see what you see and get a setup going. You to go for real. Hey, I appreciate you, Chris. You've been tuning in for a long time, so it's no surprise to me that you learned what I see. You know what I mean? So that should be motivating for all of you guys. You guys can learn it. Chris has learned it. He's seeing this stuff, so you guys can also do that. Just not sure which was on the right time frame, 1 minute or 1 hour, but I'm tracking now. Awesome. Yeah, it's the 1 minute time frame. Why did you choose that gap? Because there isn't many gaps here. And this one is like after a liquidity sweep. Do you see this? So we took out the high. So from this area, typically we start to reverse. I don't want to use any like up here, especially like right now. We have a no wick, but I know for sure by the time that we get down here, we're going to start heading towards these equal lows. Do you see that? Because if we close below, we're going to be so close to these equal lows, we're going to definitely go and take that out. So I'm just going to wait until we get our entry right here at 4,399. That's exactly where I'm looking for the entry today. And I'm not going to enter as soon as it runs down. I'm going to enter when it closes below and taps back into this gap, because that's how IFVGs work. Price usually wants to come back up into it and then continue lower. 4378 TP won't take for me. What do you mean it won't take for you? So right now with this trade, you're using your FVG strategy? Yes, I am. And I've been cooking with it, as I'm saying. In the last 30 days, 25,000 has been made on my live account with a 74% win rate. Last month has been amazing too. But the months before that, like I've obviously had a little bit of a lower win rate. But in terms of recent times, I have been on a like literally 100% end of day win streak because like I've taken some losing trades on these days, but because my narrative is correct on the daily time frame, I'm able to capitalize. Like let's say I lose a trade on stream, I still know what the daily range is going for and I can enter on it later. I've also withdrawn already like a good 50K from this account. Like all time, I've already made on this account, let's see, 160 grand. So crazy performance, to be honest. And over the span of 184 trades, 67% win rate. I didn't start this account at 100K, guys. I'm telling you, I grew this account. All right, we are turning around. We are waiting for price to obviously take out this no wick. Let's just double check that there is no wick at the top. Yeah, so I would prefer if we got an entry down here and not up here where there's a no wick above. I'd rather be a little bit more patient. Maybe it takes us another 15, 20 minutes, but I'd rather be patient. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Have you guys taken any trades? So you usually start off looking at your daily trend first. Yeah, of course. That's going to be one of your most important parts is to check the highest time frame. How much did you grow it from? We started with about, I think, 65,000. So right now, this trade, you're using your FVG strategy. Yes. You looking for sales? I am looking for some sells. We are looking for price to go towards this daily immediate rebalance and these equal lows right here. We also have a 1 hour no wick. This is the dream target, obviously, today. That's where I'm going to be expecting price to go towards. But right now, we need confirmation. So as of right now, I'm not going to be taking any risky trades. We're waiting for price to reverse for us and show us that it wants to go down. We do have this little no wick, so we might take this out before going down for good. So we're waiting for 1 minute no wick to get taken out right here, and then price should drop after that. Haven't taken any today because of work. What's your schedule looking like right now? Can someone please post the trade details? Are you unable to hear me or what's up? Whenever I enter the trade, I will make sure to post the trade details exactly where I'm entering, my stop loss, and my take profit. So you don't have to worry about that. All right, we are about to take out this 1 minute no wick right here. Once we take this level out, we are going to be looking for price to drop back down. So this is good. This is looking good so far. This is why patience pays. Because like right here, we did get an IFEG, if you guys saw that. But we're not going to enter off of this one because this is literally at the top. Second of all, we have a no wick above. So it's too risky to enter off of a trade when you know that there's a no wick just right above. Oh, the puppy's sleeping. 9 to 6, not including commute. And you're Eastern time? Is that Eastern time for you? Yeah, so it's pretty difficult for you to trade New York session. That makes sense, and that's why there is Asia session for you. You know what I mean? This guy, Latoya, is asking for the trade details 2 times already. We haven't entered a trade just yet, brother. We are still waiting for our setup because we are pushing up higher. I'm obviously looking for a reversal, so we have to be smart and make sure that we wait for our actual entry and exit. I love Asia, yeah, for real. Especially on gold, it moves really nice. I agree. It is slower than like NASDAQ in New York, but it still moves very big. You know, it's very big. If you can catch the move from Asia session, you can get the whole daily range. Latoya is a female. Okay. Made a few trades today. Thank God for more wins than losses. Thank God. Amen, bro. All right, let's see if we turn around from now. We just barely missed it, but We'll see. We'll see if we do drop down or if we come back up again because we barely missed it. So I'm seeing that potentially price might come up one more time up here before it drops down. I'm just learning FEG. That's amazing. It's the start, bro. Start of your journey. Is the black candle the no wick you're referring to? The black candle. Yeah, this black candle is the no wick that I'm referring to. There's no wick on this candle. So no wick is like kind of like in the name, like it's a candle without a wick. And the reason why that's an important concept for us is because every single candle on the chart has a wick. So whenever candles form without a wick, typically price wants to go and rebalance that area. So it wants to go to this area before starting to run, even if it's like in the opposite direction of the narrative. So today we're looking for sells. I'm looking for sells. But because we're leaving no wicks, price will continue to go and take these wicks out before running. Does that make sense? But yeah, today's been an amazing day for me. And if you guys haven't checked out my channel yet, I'm posting consistent content every single day. I also uploaded a video on Traders Pulse if you guys are struggling to use Traders Pulse. And you guys can also share this with anybody that wants to join Traders Pulse if they need an explanation of exactly how to get in, how to set up their account. What accounts are you guys all trading on? Are you trading on Henko or Magno? Even though there's a wick at the bottom of that candle, yeah, so there's no wick at the top, which means we're open. Typically, every candle will have a wick on the opposite direction. It matters that there's a wick on the top of it because this is a bearish candle. So as soon as it opened, it ran down without creating a wick. That's what we're looking for. We're not looking for it to have a wick on both sides. No wick on both sides. We're just looking for one side to not have a wick. Because if the bottom has a wick, that doesn't do anything for us. Because the next candle opens right next to it anyways. We need it to open, run away from it, and then leave no wick so that then we start coming back down. There you go. So we came back up to take out this no wick. Hopefully after we take this out, we actually start churning back around. So we just took out this area. So now I'm going to wait for price to drop down and give us this entry for sells. We got equal lows down here. It's looking really good. I would love to see this setup actually play out. Magno, FX, and wealth charts. Wealth charts for your prop firm account or what? Magno, most of you guys are trading on Magno. I'm confused. I don't really know how to work this app. Which app are you talking about? Are you talking about Traders Pulse or are you talking about the app that you're trading on? One second, guys. All right, we took out the high. Looking for us to churn back around. And this is the benefit of like looking for a fair value gap to get disrespected. Because when you wait for something like that, you will not get a trade. You will not get a trade. If you're looking for the right gaps to get disrespected for your like confirmation, then if it does not want to go down, it's not going to give you the confirmation you're looking for, and you're going to avoid taking a bad trade. So if we are patient, even if we're looking for a reversal, especially how bullish Asia session is being right now, we will get a good trade. We will get a solid trade. I really like this setup. This would be an A+ setup for me. The reason being is because we have a beautiful target below and we have these equal lows. So when we get down to this area, even if it wants to go higher after taking out these lows, it's still going to take out the lows, give us at least a break even, give us at least some partials, and then it'll come back up to take us out if it's bullish still. That's why I like taking trades, especially when there's like equal lows or anything else below, like a good target below us. Does that make sense? Act Trader. Oh, I actually just filmed a video. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys because there's a cool thing that you guys can do. If you guys haven't seen this already, I was making videos for Hanko actually. So I'm gonna pull this up for you guys. Oh, it's not here. There you go. Short form, not this one. Check this out. You guys can go use the new app. If you guys see it, I'm using the new app right now to trade on my desktop. This is the Trade Hanko trade, the update that they just made. So if you're trading on your desktop and you want to use this specific platform on your phone, you guys can actually go to your Safari on your iPhone and share it to your home screen. And then when you add it to your home screen, if you guys can see I have Act Trader and Hanko X, I can go sign into Hanko X and now I'm going to have the app on my phone. So if you guys see, I'm logged into my account right there and I can trade this exact app on my phone. So it's very, very clean. Like literally has the same features. You can drag and drop your positions, manage the charts very easily. So all of the new updates you can see on your phone. Isn't that cool, guys? Next level, in my opinion. While we wait for the setup, you read any books, Brother Mark? I read the Bible, that's for sure. In terms of reading books, I have read one recently with my wife just because while we were traveling to our honeymoon, she reads a lot, like a lot of books. But when I was starting off, when I was improving my self-discipline, I read like this book by David Goggins. It was called Can't Hurt Me. One of the best books that I've ever read, and it inspired me to the point where I literally wrote my own book. 36 rules. Let me see. Where is it? Writing. I decided to write my own book. That's how much his book inspired me. So I will work on this eventually. Like this was like a big project of mine like a few years ago. But I ended up like stopping. I never like completed the whole thing because like I had so much different topics that I wanted to write about. And it was like 36 rules to escape the prison of time. And the reason why I was writing this specific book is because I always knew that like jobs and 9 to 5s was literally like a trap. It was a prison that we work in. Like we get trapped in this prison and it's like everybody wants to do it. Everybody goes into this path because it's the safe path. But it's like it's a matrix, you know what I mean? It's a trap for all of us. And we don't even realize it. And that's why I wanted to write this book, because the same way that he inspired me to start like improving my body, to start like to create like a resilient mind, because that's one of the things that David Goggins like says, like his slogan, like can't hurt me, like you can't hurt me. And he's talking to himself. Nothing can hurt him. And that's the kind of mindset that he made for himself. And that's why he can run hundreds of miles without stopping. It's just all mindset. Do you have a good study Bible? I have a Bible with like a notes section. So like I highly recommend that. Because like, you know, it's kind of hard reading the Bible. I made it a little more interactive for myself where I'm writing stuff, taking notes, and it makes it a lot more fun. Yo, let me know when you drop it. I need that pre-release, bro. It's crazy. It's a crazy book. David Goggins is the GOAT. I definitely agree, man. Just like he definitely did inspire me. I loved that book. I also loved this book called The Millionaire Fastlane. And I think I have, like, most of the books that I've read are in this section right here. The Art of War, Games People Play, Extraordinary Mind, Can't Hurt Me, The Millionaire Fastlane, The Way of the Superior Man, Read People Like a Book, 4-Hour Work Week. So I used to read so much. I don't read as much now as I used to, but it's definitely such a good thing for your mind. Way better than obviously like scrolling through social media. Everybody should definitely want financial freedom. You definitely should. I mean, like money's never something that like you can have enough of, I think. I mean, at some point you can, but I'm saying like it's always helpful. Like you can help somebody else out as long as you have a good head on your shoulders. If you're just greedy and you're going to use it on the wrong materialistic stuff, then you shouldn't have money. But if you have a good head on your shoulders, then money's only going to make your life better, the life of your loved ones better. You can help people around you so much, people who need it. And also, like, if God has given you the mind and the body to work, to think like this, to have this pursuit of trading, then you are meant to, like, you know, be in this place. You are meant to succeed in this place, in this career, and have that, because, like, you are meant for so much more. you can help somebody else out. You can go and make like those videos that people do nowadays, you know? Like going and like blessing somebody, like a homeless person, getting them a room for a week, like doing something like that, you know, changing people's lives around you. Or even inspiring other people to go and pursue like things like financial freedom so that they could spend more time with their families. Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frank is a great, I think you'd enjoy it. Man's Search for Meaning. What is this about? By the way, guys, I didn't really like buying books and stuff. So what I would do is like every single book, if you search it up on Google, because I know like this could be a restraint for a lot of you guys. You just don't want to pay for the book. Put in the title on Google and type in PDF after. And most of the time, you will be able to find a free PDF of the book. So, you guys see that? Almost every single book has a PDF out there online. And so, if you guys don't want to pay for the book, you can read it like this. That's what I used to do. And just so you don't lose track, you just create a bookmark of the book, type in Man's Search for Meaning, and you type in whatever page you're on. And then you have it right here. Make sense? So don't let anybody know that I shared that sauce with you guys, but hey, if it inspires you to read, then do it. What's the name of the book from David Goggins you mentioned? It's called Can't Hurt Me. It's his first book. It's such a good book. And that's what inspired me to write, because I always thought that you had to be like a nerd to write a book. But this dude wrote such an amazing book. And like it kind of inspired me because he's just an average dude. Like he didn't even know how to read at some point. He didn't know how to read. He didn't know how to write. He was a very like behind everybody else, an overweight dude, and he turned his life around like actually like crazy. And it will inspire you. So be cautious going into this book, because once you finish it, you're going to be a different person. And we are still waiting for the setup. By the way, guys, we're waiting for price to drop down lower. Thanks for your encouraging words, because I have time. I felt like giving up. Bro, you're not the only one. Like I bet you every single person here has felt like that at some point, whether it be in trading or their jobs, anything else that they might have tried and failed in. Let's see what Chris put in the chat. Deuteronomy 8:18. But remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you the ability to produce wealth, and so confirms his covenant which he swore to your ancestor as it is today. Exactly. God gives us the ability. Like, are you guys like, do you guys have the ability? Do you guys have the health? Do you guys have this mindset? Are you guys in the right career path for this? You do. You're in a career path that gives you all the time in the world to produce whatever you want. Like, you guys get financial freedom. You can use your money on whatever you want. So, like, if God has blessed you to be in this place, then you can do it. You're already here. Think and Grow Rich definitely has a PDF. Yeah, that's a good book too. I watch his video every day on my weight journey. I lost 30 pounds because of him. Yeah, bro, that's what I used to listen to in my headphones, bro. Just some David Goggins podcast. Man, like, it's actually so inspiring. Who's going to carry the boats and the logs? Yeah, facts, bro. I felt like throwing in the towel last week. Bro, it's just like this. It's not an easy field. This is like a good saying that like I've always remembered. It's like trading is the easiest way to make money, but it's the hardest way to learn how to make money. Or no, that's not what it was. It was trading is the hardest way to make easy money. Because once you learn it, you can make easy money, but it's the hardest way to do it because it takes such a long time to gain the discipline, to learn the strategy, to master your control over your emotions. David Goggins is cool on socials, but was rude in person. Saw him at the Summit of Greatness by Lewis Howes in LA. It was rather embarrassing. I'm sorry that you had that experience. You know what they say, never meet your heroes. It doesn't matter like what kind of person that he might have been to you in this like place. It's just that like the kind of mindset that he taught, it genuinely does change like who you are, and you can adapt it. You can take the good from people. Goggins and Cameron Haynes, goats of pushing the limits. Definitely, man. And you never know what somebody's going through, dude. Like, You can never really judge somebody. They might have had a really bad day. You don't know what somebody's going through. And I'm not like vouching for somebody. Like if he's a bad person, he's a bad person. But I'm just saying don't judge because, we're not at the end of the day, we're not any better. Looks like we are turning around. Big top wick right here. Let's see. We might have a bunch of new like higher time frame gaps that we might be able to use here. Like yeah, we have this 5 minute one. So instead, I would actually like to enter off of this 5 minute gap. Let's see if there's a 15 minute one. There is a 15 minute time. Oh no, it's down here. 15 minute one is down here. So if we can enter off the 5 minute one, we're in a great spot. 5 minute right here. I would like that. SL just above this high right here, maybe. Once we tab back in. So let's see. 5 minute FVG. We have equal lows down here. I just told someone that my boss, her husband, died in Mother's Day. I told the client to give her grace. It doesn't really make sense to me, but it kind of sounds like you told somebody you were just trying to give somebody, not to get upset at somebody or what. I don't know. That didn't really make too much sense. Just kind of worded it a little weird. I don't know if you checked your text. I sent you a message. No, I haven't checked them yet. But I'll definitely go over that after the stream. All right, new 5 minute candle. Hopefully this one drops down and fills up this gap. We are already turning around, so I'm hoping that we do actually flip this 5 minute gap and get an entry for the next 30 minutes at least. I'm going to give this until 5:45, so just about 3 more 5 minute candles. If we don't break below this gap, then it might happen a little bit later, and I'm just not going to take a trade. And I'm going to be happy with not taking a trade. All right, let's see if we break out through this gap. We're heading towards it. What lot size are you taking? It's going to depend on the setup. Sorry for the typos. Yes, they felt the boss was rude to them. Oh yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Like it's easier for you to understand why like the boss might have been rude to them, um, because like you the person that was feeling that way didn't know what really happened, and that's why like in life we can't really judge somebody unless we know the full picture of why they're like that. Some people are just rude, but most of the time like you gotta see the good in people. You gotta see the good in people and try to be compassionate to them. Because like if you meet like bad with bad, it's only gonna get worse. But if you show somebody like the good, like they might be like you might remind them to lock in themselves that they shouldn't be taking out what happened in their life on some random innocent person. I was front row at the event, even got video speaking to Lewis himself. It was dope. Just an observation. Yeah. Got you, bro. Last week the trade played out later on in the day. Hopefully it gives us something. Never Finished by David Goggins, also a great book, bro. I did. I read both of them. I read both of them, but I liked the first one a lot more than the second one. All right, we're running through the gap. So this is what we were looking for. We just got to be patient, see if we get the confirmation here. 74 people in here. Spam some W's in the chat. Let's wake up this Traders Pulse server. People got to know that this is the best stream out there. Definitely going to watch your Fair Valley Gap vid after this, bro. Of course, bro. Appreciate you. Let's go. W's in the chat. I'm going to spam some W's too. Because we got to up the morals in here. This is the... One second. Just had to share the link to the video that I made. What's up, everybody? Let's get back to it. So we are pushing higher after this new 5-minute candle. So it's 540 right now. Like I said, I would like to see us break back down at least by 545 to close below this gap. If we push back up higher than this, then it might just not happen right now. And so we just have to be a little more patient to get our setup today. Let's see. Let's see in 5 minutes if we get this set up. If not, I'm ending it for the day. Even last week it was hard and you had a perfect showing of risk management. Even the Friday trade you called after the stream was excellent. Oh yeah, that was a good trade. Appreciate you, bro. The main thing is always daily narrative. If you can find the daily narrative, then even if you take like a few trades at the start of Asia session, they don't work out, you can take a trade later when you see the setup. You know what I mean? Because sometimes early session, you get forced to take trades, you're emotional. But if you just wait it out, you see where the daily candle's going, you come in later, your mind is like fresh, and you come in with no emotions, you'll make a great decision, you'll take a great trade, and you'll still be able to capitalize at the end of the day. I feel like that's the biggest lesson. Most people, they don't slow down, they don't take a step away. Sometimes you need a walk. You literally just need to step out and take a walk. Most of you guys don't do that. You come in emotional, and you end up just burning your whole account in that same exact moment. Because you lose one trade and you let that affect the next 10 trades that you're taking. It's best to take a step back after. So this is the trade we're going to be looking for. We're now below this bullish gap, so we need to close below it. 5-minute FVG. We're going to wait for price to close below this gap, and then we're going to take an entry when it comes to tab back into it. So at this point, I'm going to be scaling down to the 5-minute and seeing if I can get a pretty solid RR setup here. So I'm going to be trading this with one lot. We're going to be selling one lot. My SL is going to go just above this gap. I'm probably going to be risking about, with one lot, about 500, I'm thinking. 4 1 4 4 1 2. 4 4 1 2 is going to be my SL. And the TP is going to be all the way down at these equal lows first, and then a little bit lower. I think I'm going to go for 2K right there. But we need confirmation first, so I'm not entering. I just set it up so that whenever we do get confirmation, I'm ready to press the sell button. Does that make sense? Let's see if we can get it. Three more minutes. We need price to actually close below this gap in order to take this trade. If it closes inside of it, that's still bullish, and we're not going to get an entry. All right, you guys see how we pulled back up? We'll wait again to see if the next candle maybe closes below it. We still have a minute, but I think it's closing inside of it. Puppy is so cute, bro. It's just sleeping. It's just sleeping over there by itself, minding its own business. All right, we're gonna wait another candle just because I saw how close we came to closing below it. I'm gonna see maybe the next candle actually does run through it. Can you show the setup again? Let's get the trade first, and then I'll show you guys exactly where my SL and TP is gonna go because I didn't enter. If you guys can see, I'm waiting for price to go down. One more 5-minute candle. Let's see. One more 5-minute candle. If it goes and closes below, we'll enter. If not, today is a no trade day. I'll still post a recap. I'll post it today. No trades. But yeah, again, guys, if you're new here, if you guys want to go check out the YouTube videos, I post on all the strategies, on my mindset. Check it out. Trades by Marky. Drop a sub. And if you guys want to join the free community where I send out trades, it's going to be right here. This Telegram community. It's for free. You guys can join. Let's see if we push back through this low. I'd love to see that happen. All right, we are pushing up away from this gap. I missed your Telegram? What do you mean you missed it? All right, we pushed up. Doesn't look like we're going to get the setup today. It's already 5:46. So I will still be looking for this. And again, if you guys are in my Telegram community, you guys can get the notification if I do take a trade later. I will send it out in the Telegram. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Sometimes the best decision, especially because like today we're obviously looking for sells, it's a daily bearish gap. So my best bet is wait for confirmation or wait till the end of the day for when price closes above this gap. Because then that's going to tell me that we're bullish, we're still running up. But as of right now, you guys watch this yourself. You will see that this daily candle is most likely going to actually turn around. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up now. I will send out any trades that I will take into my Telegram community. So if you guys want to get those trades, go to my YouTube, Trades by Marky, and click the link in the description. With that being said, guys, catch you guys next time. You can find it on the YouTube if you want to see the trading community. Trades by Marky, just search it up on YouTube. Alrighty, no trade day for us today. So Tuesday is a no trade day this week. Alrighty, catch you guys later. Peace.